Dear illuminated soul, this is not a coincidence. If this message has reached you, it's because something very important is about to happen. The universe has a clear message for you. Your life is at a turning point. Your heart already feels it, even if your mind tries to deny it. A path is being drawn before you, but it depends on your choice. A choice that could change everything, including your destiny with the person you love. The signs are all around you, but are you truly paying attention? The restlessness in your chest, the confused thoughts, the feeling that something is slipping through your fingers, all of this is a call from the universe. Your soulmate feels this energy too. The connection between you has never been so strong or so fragile. If nothing is done, a goodbye may become inevitable. And when that moment arrives, it will be too late to turn back. There are things that need to be said, truths that must be faced. But the big question is, are you ready to hear what the angels want to reveal to you? Are you prepared to see what is truly happening in your life? The answers are already within you, but they need to be awakened. This is your moment to act, to open your eyes to the truth the universe is trying to show you. Your love life and even your financial stability could change drastically depending on what you choose to do now. Believe me, this is not just an ordinary phase. It's not just another day, another passing thought. This is the transition that will determine whether you will follow a path of fulfillment or remain stuck in the cycle of doubt, loss, and regret. You cannot ignore this call. The angels have been trying to speak to you for a long time. Coincidences are not just coincidences. The name of that person that keeps appearing, the strange dreams, the repeated numbers surrounding you, all of these are warnings. But do you have the courage to accept this truth? Now, I want you to do something simple. Close your eyes for a few seconds. Take a deep breath. Feel the energy of this message. What does your heart say? Can you sense that something greater is approaching? That response you feel in your chest is confirmation that this message is meant for you. If this revelation is already touching you, do not ignore it. This is your moment to act. Subscribe to the channel now, like this video so more people can receive this message, and if you feel it in your heart, click the thanks button. This not only strengthens this spiritual connection, but also allows this divine call to reach more souls who need to awaken. I know that at this moment, there is confusion inside you. Your heart feels something, but your mind tries to ignore it. Maybe you're asking yourself, does this all make sense? Is something really about to happen? The truth is, yes. You know it. There is something in the air, an unexplainable feeling. It's as if something is about to change drastically, for better or for worse. Lately, you may have been feeling more tired, unmotivated, and lacking the energy to move forward. Maybe you found yourself questioning everything, your choices, your feelings, even the path you are walking. This is no coincidence. This restlessness comes from the depths of your soul, and the angels want you to understand why. The universe is trying to show you something, but are you willing to see it? Change is knocking at your door, and ignoring it won't stop it from happening. You can try to run from the truth, but what is coming will find you either way. The big question is, are you prepared for it? Be honest with yourself. Have you felt that something between you and your soulmate has changed? That things are not the same as before? That there is an invisible distance, a barrier you can't explain? This doesn't mean everything is lost, but it does mean something needs to be done, and quickly. Time is passing. Your connection is being tested. And if nothing is done, this person may simply take a different path. It may be hard to believe, but the universe has seen this happen countless times. Soulmates who drift apart not because they don't love each other, but because they failed to act at the right moment. Will this be your case? It doesn't matter if you are together or separated at this moment. What matters is that there is still an unresolved energy between you. And this energy affects everything, your love life, your future, even your financial situation. How you handle this moment could be the key to unlocking something much bigger than you ever imagined. Many people go through life without ever noticing the signs the universe sends. They live on autopilot, waiting for fate to fix everything on its own. But you are not here by chance. You were chosen to hear this message because there is still time to change the course of your story. There is still time to prevent this goodbye. But for that to happen, you need courage. You must be willing to face the truth and take action before it's too late. Don't let fear keep you from seeing what's happening. The truth may hurt, but ignoring it will be far worse. You need to take control of your life before decisions are made for you. Now, take a deep breath. Let this message echo inside you. The angels are guiding you towards something much greater, but you must be ready to receive this transformation. Something inside you already knows what must be done, it's just waiting for you to make the decision. Dear illuminated soul, I know that at this moment, your heart may feel heavy. Maybe a strange feeling has taken over you. Something inside you knows that this message did not come by chance. You feel that a hidden truth is about to be revealed, and this awakens a mix of anxiety and curiosity. But do not be afraid. What you are about to discover may be the answer you have been searching for. The angels are by your side right now. They want you to know that despite the challenges, you have never been alone. Even in the most difficult moments, when everything seemed lost, a greater force was supporting you. Every tear, every doubt, every pain, nothing went unnoticed. The universe has always been watching, waiting for the right moment to send you this revelation. And that moment has arrived. It is now. Can you feel this energy? The warmth in your chest, the shiver running through your body? That is a sign. It is the confirmation that this message is meant for you. Destiny has brought you here because there is something crucial that you need to understand before it is too late. But you must keep your heart open to receive it. Life has mysterious ways of guiding us to the right path. Sometimes, we find ourselves in situations that seem meaningless, that hurt us, that make us question everything. But nothing happens by accident. Every pain, every loss, every separation, all of it has a greater purpose. What seems like an ending may actually be the beginning of something extraordinary. You may be asking yourself, but why do I have to go through this? Why this moment of uncertainty? The answer is closer than you think. The angels want to remind you that the greatest transformations come from the courage to face the unknown. You are being prepared for something grand, something that could change your life in ways you cannot even imagine yet. The love that connects you and your soulmate is not ordinary. It is a rare, intense connection built over many lifetimes. But connections like this also face tests, challenges that either strengthen or separate them forever. This is your test right now. This is the moment when the universe wants to see if you are ready to take the next step. The goodbye has not happened yet. But it might if you continue ignoring the signs. And this is not just about love. The energy that connects the two of you is also tied to your prosperity, to your abundance. If this bond is broken in the wrong way, the effects could impact not only your heart but your entire life. That means it is time to act. But how? First, by recognizing this truth. By admitting to yourself that this change is happening. The next step will be revealed soon, but before moving forward, you need to be fully awake to what is happening around you. Close your eyes for a moment and ask yourself, what do I truly want? Am I willing to fight for it? The answer is already inside you. The angels already know your truth, but only you can decide what to do with it. Time is passing, and this choice needs to be made before it is too late. Are you ready for the next step? Dear illuminated soul, I need you to understand something very important right now. You did not get here by accident. There is a force inside you that you may not have fully recognized yet. But it is there. You are much stronger than you think, and your ability to transform this situation goes far beyond what you believe. You just need to trust yourself more. The angels want you to know that everything happening now is not a punishment. It is not a sign that things are going wrong. On the contrary, this is a calling. A calling for you to awaken, to see the power you carry, and finally take control of your own life. You have a bright destiny, and it is in your hands to decide whether to follow this path or keep letting circumstances decide for you. Be honest with yourself. How many times have you felt like you were just waiting for something? Waiting for things to get better, for someone to take the initiative, for the universe to simply solve everything for you? But now, you realize that change only happens when there is action. And that action must come from you. There is no more time to wait. Your soulmate also feels this restlessness. This person is going through the same internal dilemmas as you, but may not have the same clarity to see the signs. And if you do not act, destiny may separate you both for good. Love, no matter how strong, needs movement. It needs presence, effort, and truth. The connection between you can still be saved, but it requires a firm decision. And this decision is not just about love. The energy of your relationship is directly connected to your prosperity. If there is a blockage in your love life, it will reflect in all areas. Maybe you have been feeling financial difficulties, a lack of opportunities, a sense of stagnation. This is not a coincidence. When the energy of a relationship is misaligned, everything around it feels the impact. But the opposite is also true. When you take control of your life, when you embrace your true power, everything starts to align. Love flows, money comes, doors open. This is what the angels want you to understand. You have the power to transform all of this, but you need to believe it and, above all, act. Just wishing for change is not enough. Change must come from within. Close your eyes for a moment. Feel your own energy. Can you sense the strength inside you? The intuition that has always tried to guide you but was often ignored? That force has never abandoned you. And now, it is stronger than ever, ready to take you to the next level. But you must trust it. You must trust yourself. Maybe you are afraid of making a mistake. Afraid of taking a step in the wrong direction. But the biggest mistake you can make right now is doing nothing. The universe has already given you all the signs. This message is one of them. And if you keep waiting, it may be too late. Are you ready to embrace your power? To set aside doubt and finally act? The angels are already working in your favor. The path is opening before you. But only you can decide whether to walk through it or not. Dear illuminated soul, now that you understand your own strength, it is time to talk about the connection at the center of this transformation. The relationship between you and this special person is not ordinary. It was not a random encounter, nor a mere coincidence of fate. There is a bond between you that transcends time, something deep, intense, and capable of being a blessing or a challenge, depending on how it is nurtured. But something is happening now. You feel it. There is a distance that did not exist before. Maybe it is a silent drifting apart, glances that no longer meet like before, or even a complete lack of communication. What once felt secure has now become uncertain. But the most concerning part is not the distance itself, it is the lack of action to reverse it. This person feels your energy even without words. Souls that are connected always feel. If your heart is heavy, if your longing is growing, if something seems to be slipping away, know that on the other side, the same restlessness exists. But the real question is, are you both willing to fight for this connection, or will you allow time and circumstances to dictate the outcome of this story? Love is not a passive emotion. It requires nourishment, effort, and commitment. If nothing is done, this relationship may be lost. And not because love isn't there, but because of pride, fear, or a lack of understanding. Many soulmates drift apart not because they don't love each other, but because they failed to act at the right moment. Will you let this happen to you? The angels want you to understand an essential truth: this connection can still be restored. But to do so, patterns must be broken. Something needs to change, and that change begins within you. If you continue reacting the same way, you will get the same results. But if you decide to act differently, you can transform this story in ways you never imagined. The universe does not unite souls by chance. If this person entered your life, there is a greater reason. Perhaps to teach you something, to share a journey, or even to show you a love that surpasses anything you have ever known. But nothing is guaranteed. Free will exists, and the choices you make now will determine the future of this relationship. Time is running out. You can feel it. A cycle is closing, and if nothing is done, this person may follow a path from which there is no return. But if you act now, if you make the right decision, you can turn this situation around and build something even stronger than before. The choice is in your hands. Close your eyes and feel this connection. Allow yourself to remember the good moments, the genuine emotions, what this person represents to you. Now, imagine your life without this connection. How would it be? What would you feel? If the answer brings pain, anguish, or regret, then you already know what needs to be done. The angels are guiding you toward an awakening. To see this relationship clearly and act before it is too late. But are you truly ready for this? Are you willing to let go of pride, insecurity, and do what it takes to restore this connection? Dear illuminated soul, now that you understand the depth of this connection, it is time to talk about healing. Because without healing, there is no transformation. If you wish to turn the situation around, you must understand that true love cannot flourish amidst unresolved wounds. What is happening now is not just about the other person, it is about you. It is a reflection of what needs to be healed within you. How many times have you carried past pains into the present? How many times have you allowed fear and insecurity to shape your decisions? This situation you are facing now did not appear out of nowhere. It is the result of cycles repeating, patterns returning, lessons that have yet to be learned. But now, the angels are giving you a new chance. A chance to break this cycle once and for all. If you want this person to remain in your life, you must become the best version of yourself. Not because the other person demands it, but because your soul is asking for it. True love is not about holding on, demanding, or expecting the other to complete us. True love is about overflowing, about sharing an energy so strong and pure that nothing can break it. But to do that, you must be whole. If there has been distance, if there are conflicts, if something seems to be falling apart, do not see it as a punishment. See it as an opportunity. An opportunity to look within and understand what needs to be transformed. What patterns are preventing you from fully experiencing this connection? What do you need to forgive in yourself and in the other? What needs to be left behind so that something new can emerge? The answer to these questions is within you. But it takes courage to face them. The angels do not want you to be stuck in the past, reliving old wounds or drowning in regrets. They want you to look forward. To understand that what is coming can be far greater than what has passed. But to make space for it, you must be willing to let go. The energy you carry now defines what you attract into your life. If your heart is filled with resentment, fear, and distrust, your reality will reflect exactly that. But if you start transforming this energy, everything around you will begin to change as well. And this change does not depend on anyone but you. Start small. Practice gratitude. Forgive without waiting for an apology. Choose to see the positive side of things, even when everything seems difficult. Connect with your true essence. Discover who you really are beyond this relationship. When you strengthen yourself internally, your energy shifts, and the other person feels this shift. The person connected to you feels everything you project. If there is fear and insecurity, they will pull away. If there is confidence and love, they will draw closer. What do you want to project now? What do you want to create in this relationship? Are you willing to change your own energy so that this connection can be restored? Dear illuminated soul, now that you understand the importance of healing, I want to talk to you about time. I know that anxiety may be taking over you right now. Maybe you are craving immediate answers, a clear sign that everything will work out. But the universe works differently. Not everything happens when we want it to, and there is a reason for that. If this relationship is going through turbulence, if there are doubts, distance, or even silence, it does not mean all is lost. It means that a process is unfolding. And this process cannot be rushed. True love needs time to mature, to grow stronger. If you try to speed up something that is not yet ready, you may end up pushing this person further away. The angels want you to trust. Trust that what is meant for you will never be taken away. Trust that this connection has a purpose and that if it is meant to stay in your life, nothing will prevent it. But also trust that if this person drifts away, it is because the universe has something even greater in store for you. The pain of loss is never an ending, it is a disguised new beginning. I know that waiting can be difficult. I know you feel the urge to act, to fix everything right now. But sometimes, the best action is simply allowing life to flow naturally. You have already planted the seeds. Now, you must water them with patience, without digging into the soil every moment to see if they have started growing. Whatever is happening between you and this person, remember, the energy you are transmitting right now will determine the future of this relationship. If you act out of desperation, fear, or insecurity, that energy will be felt. But if you trust, if you let go, if you believe that the best is on its way, that vibration will also be felt. The angels are asking you to surrender your worries to the universe, to trust in divine timing, and to stop trying to control what is not in your hands. There is a perfect moment for everything, and that moment will come. But you need to allow it to arrive naturally, without resistance, without despair, just with faith. If this person is truly your soulmate, if this connection is real, it does not matter how much time passes or what circumstances arise. Somehow, your paths will cross again. True love always finds a way to stay, to flourish, to overcome any obstacle. This means that now is the time to focus on yourself. To let the other person go through their own process to find their own answers. What is meant to happen will happen. But in the meantime, you need to strengthen yourself, grow, and evolve. Because when the right moment arrives, you will be ready to experience this love in the fullest way possible. Close your eyes and ask yourself, do I truly trust the universe? Do I truly believe that everything is unfolding exactly as it should? If the answer is yes, then let go. Breathe. Allow yourself to feel peace in your heart. Because that peace will be the key to everything that is about to come. Dear illuminated soul, now that you understand the importance of patience and trust in divine timing, it is time to learn how to recognize the signs. The universe never leaves us without answers. It is constantly sending messages, trying to guide us in the right direction. But have you been paying attention? Perhaps you have already noticed certain coincidences that seem to keep appearing. This person's name unexpectedly shows up. Repeating numbers like 1111, 2222, or 777 appear at significant moments. You get chills, strange dreams, or a déjà vu feeling when thinking about this connection. These are not just random occurrences. They are clear signs that something greater is happening. The angels are trying to communicate with you at all times. But to understand their messages, you need to stay aware. The problem is that we are often so consumed by our own thoughts and fears that we fail to see what is right in front of us. That is why it is essential to quiet the mind and allow the answers to come. One of the most powerful signs the universe uses to guide you is your own emotions. Pay attention to what your heart feels when you think about this person. Do you feel peace, a deep certainty that this connection still has a purpose? Or do you feel heaviness, a sign that something needs to be released? Your heart already knows the answer, but are you willing to listen? Beyond your emotions, observe external signs. People around you may mention situations that seem to align perfectly with what you are experiencing. Songs that describe your exact story begin playing out of nowhere. Dreams bring messages that feel real. None of this is a coincidence. Every detail has meaning. If you still have doubts about what to do, ask the universe for a clear sign. Say in your mind, angels, if this connection still has a purpose in my life, send me an evidence sign. Then, stay alert. The sign may come in many forms, but it will always arrive. Trust in what you feel. But here is something important. Signs do not appear just to confirm what we want to hear. Sometimes, they show up to guide us toward moving forward. If everything around you is pushing you toward a new path, if the signs indicate closure rather than continuity, perhaps that is the real answer. The universe never takes something away without offering something even greater in return. If this connection is still part of your destiny, the signs will show you that. But if it is time to move on, you will also feel that truth deep within your soul. The most important thing is to be open to seeing what is truly being revealed, not just what you want to see. The angels are by your side, ready to guide you. All you need to do now is open your heart and allow the answers to come. The universe is already speaking. Are you listening? Dear illuminated soul, we have reached the final moment of this message. Now, you already understand that nothing happening in your life is a coincidence. Your heart has felt it. The signs have been there all along, waiting for you to notice them. But now comes the big question: what will you do with this revelation? Will you ignore it and let fate take control of your life? Or will you take action and transform this situation before it's too late? The universe has already given you all the answers you needed. It has shown you that this connection still has a purpose, that something greater is being orchestrated behind the scenes of your life. But it has also taught you that nothing happens without action. If you truly want to restore this connection, you must take the first step. If you want this person to feel your presence, you must make your energy felt. The angels are waiting for you to decide. There is no right or wrong, only different paths. But every choice has its consequences. If you let time pass without taking action, you might be giving up on a love that still has so much to offer. If you choose to act consciously, you can completely change the course of this story. And this isn't just about love. Your entire life is going through a transformation. The choice you make now can impact your energy, your prosperity, and your inner peace. Don't underestimate the power this connection has over all areas of your life. Relationships are not just about emotions, they shape our destiny, our strength, and our abundance. So, now the choice is yours. What will you do? Will you wait and risk losing this person forever? Or will you choose to act with wisdom and awareness to restore what can still be saved? Fate has placed this message in front of you for a reason. Now, it's up to you. The angels want you to remember one thing: true love is not a waiting game. It is a commitment. It is courage. It is devotion. If this connection matters to you, do something about it. But act from a place of love, not desperation. Act with wisdom, not fear. And if this message resonated with you, if it touched your heart in any way, then you already know that the transformation has begun. But don't let this energy fade here. Subscribe to the channel now. Like this video so that it reaches more people who need to hear this message, and if you want to strengthen this connection even further, click the thanks button. Your interaction is essential to keep this energy flowing. You are not alone on this journey. The angels are guiding you, the universe is by your side. Trust the process. Trust divine timing. But above all, trust yourself. Your heart already knows the way. Now, all that's left is for you to follow it. See you in the next message. Pay attention to the signs, because your life will never be the same again. The transformation has already begun.